So we're talking about low bar back squat versus high bar back squat. This is kind of down in the weeds and kind of nerdy in the squatting things. I'm gonna try to make it applicable to as many people as possible, but here goes. So high bar back squat keeps a much more upright torso. The bar sits, well, high on your back, so it's up here on the meaty part above your shoulder blades. The meaty part of your shoulders up on the traps. A low bar back squat has much more forward leaning torso, and the weight sits like right in the middle of your shoulder blades, and it's a really uncomfortable position to be in. The main reason that most people do a low bar back squat is that they are trying to move as much weight as possible. So it is the preferred position for most powerlifters that are competing in powerlifting. Their goal is to lift as much in one rep of a back squat as possible. This allows them to recruit more of the muscles on the backside of their body. We'd call that the posterior chain, hamstrings, and glutes. That said, there's another weightlifting sport, actually weightlifting, the Olympic version of weightlifting, where they do this clean and jerk and the squat and the clean and jerk and the snatch. Predominantly those athletes do a high bar version of the back squat because it keeps that upright torso, which trains the body to be able to get out of a squat and move a large load in the position that they would be receiving their lifts. So you receive the clean in a position at the bottom of a squat with an upright torso. You receive the snatch with an upright torso. So it just reinforces those same positions so that they can then overload those positions, and then when they catch their clean and their snatch, their body is prepared for moving that load out of the squat. So when we're coming to like that discussion of, well, what's going to make me stronger, it uses a little bit different muscles. There's the potential for moving more weight with the low bar back squat, and that's why power lifters do that, because they're competing in the squat, where the Olympic weightlifters are competing in the clean and jerk and the snatch, and not just in the squat. I like people to do a high bar back squat. The high bar back squat puts you in a more athletic position. So if you're playing defense and basketball, if you're you get down and you're ready to receive a tennis ball in tennis, or any of these kind of like this idealized athletic position, being able to change direction quickly, all of those things are very similar to the position your body is in a high bar back squat. So by training that position, it's going to transfer more directly to those other sports, which we encourage people to learn and play new sports because that's fun. Use your fitness for things. Jumping is a very similar position to that high bar back squat. You're not going to jump bent over like a taco. You're not going to jump very high. So
you might, but don't.
So that's one of the reasons why we like to use the high bar back squat, just because it is more applicable to general population. If we have someone